Hello and welcome back to the That Was Easy channel. Today I'll be showing you one of my favorite self-working card tricks that also requires no setup and it's pretty easy to perform but also works pretty well. It's what I like to call a Soulmates type of trick. So now I'll show you a performance of what this looks like. So first I'll go ahead and have my spectator cut the deck into two halves wherever they want. But since I'm the only one here, I'll be doing this. Say they cut the deck right there. Next, I'll have them choose a number from 1 to 10. I just do this because they could choose any number, but it just works a bit better and goes by a bit faster this way. Let's say they choose the number 5. I'll have them choose one of the decks. Let's say they choose this one right here. I'll have them find the 5th card from the bottom since that's the number they chose. So let's see right here. And normally I wouldn't have them show me this, but since I'm the only one here, I'll go ahead and look for it. But I'll be turning my head away right now and just trust that I'm doing this, but I'll show you guys the card anyways. Right there. Then we'll put that back and now I'll go ahead and look for my 5th card. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, I have mine. Next, I'll go ahead and have my spectator put their deck on top of mine, just like so. Now, I'll have my spectator divide this deck into 5 equal piles because that is the number that they chose. But, like I said, since I'm the only one here, I'll be the one doing this. Okay, now that we're here, I'll have my spectator pile up all of these separate packs into one, and the order doesn't matter, so we'll just go ahead, do this, maybe we can take this one, put this on this, and take this on top. And now, I'll finally tell my spectator what my card is. So my card was the 2 of Hearts, and using the connection between my card and yours, they should be lined up back to back. So I would have my spectator just go through the deck and do the top card to the bottom face up until they see my card. So let's just go through and see when this happens. And there it is. There's my card. And let's see if the connection was strong enough to pull your card right there. Well, I don't actually know if the trick worked, but you guys at home do. So if you want to know how it's done, let's get on to the tutorial. But wait, before we get on to the tutorial, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment some other stuff you'd like to see me teach you guys in the comment section down below. But for now, let's get on to the tutorial. So as I mentioned in the intro, this trick requires 0 setup and is basically self-working. What you want to do is divide the deck into, just like I said, your spectator could even do this because it really doesn't matter. Just try to get the decks pretty even. So let's say they divide the deck right there. Next, like I said, you'll have your spectator choose any number from 1 to 10 is what I like to do just because although you could do a bigger number, if they choose a number too big, there's not enough cards in their deck, there could be other problems and it just goes by a bit faster. So let's say they choose the number 5 like I did before. You'll have them choose the 5th card, memorize it, in this case the 10 of spades, and like I said, you wouldn't be looking at this card yet. Next, you're going to pretend to do the same thing, but notice the keyword pretend, because you're not actually going to be looking for your 5th card. Instead, you'll just be looking at the top card of your deck. But when you do this, try to make it pretty discreet. Don't just go all the way to the top. Just kind of slide your whole packet out so that the top card is peeking while you look for the 5th card. And your spectators should be pretty distracted looking for their own card, so they probably won't notice that you just kind of peek towards the top. Once you do this, memorize your card and just play, in my case, it is the 9 of diamonds. Just place that down and have your spectator place their pack on top of yours. That means that your card is on top of this deck and theirs is right there. Next, you want to have your spectator divide the deck into whatever number of piles they said. So in this case, again, it was 5. And you could even have your spectator do this as long as they maintain the same order. So let's say they deal in this order, just like so. You want to have them keep dealing in this same order for the trick to work. And for those of you who are quite observant, you may notice that this means that our card and the spectator's card will actually end up back to back, which is how this whole trick actually works. Now I'll go ahead and quickly finish dealing up the rest of these cards. And as you can see, the cards won't end up in equal piles because, as you can see, there's 2 extra cards in these ones, but that doesn't matter because our cards will end up back to back. And next, since they're already back to back, the order in which you place all of these piles together really doesn't matter. You could even have your spectator do this. I'll just go in order for simplicity's sake. Now that we're here, you would tell your spectator which card yours is, and then you would have them just go through and place cards just like so until they reach yours. And as long as you follow the steps that I said in this tutorial, you will always end up with the same result of these soulmates coming together. And if you guys remember, my card was the 9 of diamonds. So let's see if we can go ahead and find that card. Guess this time, oh, we're there. And that means that the next card will be my spectator's card. Like I said, this is a self-working trick, so as long as you follow the steps, this trick will work every time. So if you want to know how to do some other cool stuff like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment some other stuff you'd like to see me teach you guys in the comment section down below. But for now, I'll see you guys again later. Bye.